everybody, this is September and this is another in a series of exercise snack videos. This is part 2. Last month I demonstrated, Kim talked, passive exercises for stretching to help you sleep at night. And this month is on active isolated stretching, of which Kim is going to explain to you and I'm going to demonstrate. And along with my friend and my friend, we're going to do a couple of exercises and we're going to start now.
Okay, so today Lori will be demonstrating the active isolated stretch technique. In Lori's previous session, she demonstrated what we call the passive stretch. In a passive stretch, we're holding the stretch for a longer period of time. When that's done, there's a protective stretch reflex which will be activated, and that will somewhat limit your range of motion, your ability to increase your range of motion. With the active isolated stretch technique, we're only going to hold the stretch 2 seconds at a time before returning to our starting position. So the stretch reflex never activates. The key to start is to start gently and gradually increase your range of motion. So let's start today with a hamstring stretch. So Lori, you're going to sit down with your legs extended. We're going to do the upright hamstring stretch, and her prop will be the strap or a towel. The strap or the towel is going to go around the foot on the leg you're stretching. Remember, when we want to get a hamstring stretch, we do want the knee to be completely extended or as much as possible. So to start off, we're going to go into a gentle tug with the back of the thigh by pulling the body straight up into extension, and we hold for the count of 1, 2. And then Lori's going to release her body. See how her body's gradually dipping? That releases the stretch in the back of the leg. And let's do that again. She's going to pull up into extension very gradually, and then she's going to release. And we're going to do one more time with a very gradual tug. Just think gradual, light tug, back of the thigh, and then release. Now, we can start moving a little further in the range of motion. So Lori pulls herself upward and slightly forward. She holds for the count of 1, 2, and then she's going to release that. And Lori will continue with that protocol, moving into that tug, holding for the count of 1, 2, and then moving back out of it. We are not activating that stretch reflex. So Lori's going to end up being able to move through a greater range of motion than she originally would be able to. Nice job. Our next stretch we're going to demonstrate is the hip flexor. It is a lunge position, high kneeling. You may want to grab a towel to put underneath the knee to give that knee a little bit of padding. And then your other leg comes forward. It's the leg behind you. We're going to be stretching the front of that hip. The same technique applies. We're going to shift forward just gently. Think gentle. She's feeling a tug in the back of her hip, the back leg, front of the hip. And she's going to move back into a gentle tug. She's going to pause for the count of 1, 2, and then move back. The key is to do about 3 repetitions with a very gentle tug, pause, and then come back. Now she's going to start increasing her range of motion. It's not an abrupt increase. It's, again, gradually, but definitely going a little further, pausing for 1, 2, and coming back. And let's do that a couple more times. Feel free to do as many repetitions as you like, because this is definitely a feel-good type of stretch program.
And remember, it's supposed to help you sleep in the end. Just don't fall asleep while you're doing the exercise.
Okay, let's move into the outer glute. This is going to be a standing figure 4. The leg she's stretching, the hip she's stretching is the one that she lifted. So Lori, face me for just a moment so they can see a front view of just her positioning. The leg she's stretching, that foot goes over the knee, and then the leg she's stepping on will sit down. Her hips go back. Okay, so you can face into the mirror. Find something that you can hold on to, like a kitchen sink, a bathroom sink, something that's not going to follow you as you pull away from it. Lori's going into a gentle stretch for the outer glute. Remember, about 3 repetitions, just a gentle, gentle tug. And then you pause and come up. After 3 gentle tugs, you can start challenging your range of motion by sitting a little deeper. So Lori's going to go down a little bit lower. She's still going to hold for the count of 1, 2, and come up. The key is that we never activate that stretch reflex. The stretch reflex, again, is the reflex that keeps the muscle safe. It keeps it from lengthening. We're only holding 2 seconds. It's never activated. And we gradually move into an increased range of motion. Okay, remember to do both sides on these exercises. Our last one we're demonstrating today is for the spine. It is a seated pretzel stretch. One leg extends out, forward, and the leg, either way, we always want to make sure that we do both legs. So notice she has one knee bent. That arm crosses to the inside of the leg, the knee or the thigh, and her opposite arm is behind her hip. Now the opposite arm is holding her body upright. She's going to gently rotate away from her thigh, hold for 2 seconds, and rotate back. Remember, 3 repetitions with just a gentle tug, and then she rotates back. One more, gently rotate, and back. And now we can start extending that range of motion a little bit. Pushing against the thigh, she rotates, she holds for the count of 1, 2, and then she comes back. And there's no limit on how many repetitions you can do. Do enough so that you really feel that you've gone through some active range of motion. And those are the exercises for today.
So, if you liked it, you didn't like it, I can't see why, please comment here and we'll look forward to seeing you next month. Different program, different day. Enjoy, be safe. Bye.